Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Papa Bear here on my preparations for the PCT. I just got back from training hike. The first time that I carried this bear canister that I got for the PCT. Should have to carry that for about 400-ish miles or so. So I figured I would do a video, go over all my food storage, my water storage and water capacity that I'm taking, my cook system, and so yeah, I guess let's get into it. I guess I'll start out with the, and I'll put the timestamps in the description down below for each part of this video. I'll start out with the food storage. So I guess I'll start out with the bear canister. This is the Wild Ideas Barricade. It's the Blazer version. It's 33 ounces. And they claim you can carry about 9 days of food into this thing. I'm finding I can probably get about 7 days of food. I won't be carrying that until I leave Kennedy Meadows, which is a little over 700 miles into the through hike, and then I'll carry it until Kennedy Meadows North, which is around mile, I think, a little over mile 1000. So I guess maybe more like 300 miles I'll have that. So that's what I'll carry that for my food storage through the Sierra section. And then in the desert and after the Sierra, this is the food bag I use. It's a 15-liter outdoor research stuff sack. This seems to work good for me. I can get about 6 days of food, 6 to 7 days of food in here. And for this trip, I added an additional, just a loop to reinforce it so when I'm hanging it. And then I'm also, one of my other stuff sacks, I'm gonna do the same thing, reinforce it in case I need to use an additional stuff sack for food storage. And then one thing that I do to keep all my food organized in my pack, and this just helps me be more efficient on trail, is I have about 5 or 6 of these smaller DCF stuff sacks. Some a little bit bigger, and then a really big one. I organize my food into this, so I'll put like a day's worth of food into one of these stuff sacks, and then before I put it into my food bag. That way, when I go to grab the day's worth of food, I just grab one of these stuff sacks. I know there's like a full day's worth of food in there, and so that helps me keep organized on the trail. So that's my food storage. And then of course, after you're done eating all that food, you need to be able to take care of business. So I have the Deuce of Spades trowel to dig some holes to go to the bathroom. And then I got this stuff sack that I made a couple days ago, and in here I keep some toilet paper, and then a small thing of Dr. Bronner soap, and my backcountry bidet. I started using this last year. That works really well, but I still like to have a little bit of toilet paper. And then also in that stuff sack is my first aid kit. So my first aid kit's pretty simple. I have some Advil in here. I haven't added it yet, but I'll be carrying some medication for altitude sickness. So I'll actually probably be starting to take that around Kennedy Meadows. A small pair of scissors, some earplugs, some clippers for my nails. And then the thing that I end up using the most out of my first aid kit is to carry like two little things of super glue. Mainly I use that on my shoes. I found I need to use that quite a bit. And I'm carrying some Advil for this trip, but I'm trying not to take any. And then a few new things that I'm taking on the PCT is I have different things for foot care that I got from my chiropractor. So she's really been helping me out with some of my health issues. But I have some of this, it's called Wee Whitey Foot Cream. It's basically for inflammation in the feet. So you rub this on your feet a little bit, and it helps if your feet start swelling up or get really inflamed. And then also I got these patches. I've been having some like lower back pain lately, so I got some larger patches, they're basically inflammation patches for my back in case that becomes an issue. And then there's some smaller patches in here that are inflammation patches mainly for the feet. You stick it around your Achilles area and it helps out with inflammation there. So that's my poke kit and first aid. And then they also made this little stuff sack. This in here, it has my spoon. It's just a short titanium spoon with a polished bowl. Bamboo toothbrush. And then for toothpaste, I carry like a baggie of like their toothpaste tablets. So I'll carry, if I remember right from my food boxes I prepped, about 15 days worth of these toothpaste tablets at a time. So that's that. And then my Coke system. So this is probably a really big change for me. Over the past 4,000 plus miles, with a few exceptions, I mainly cold soaked. And I found on the Appalachian Trail, I kind of got sick of cold rice. So I wanted to have the option to cook on this trail. So I've got this little stuff sack, all this stuff fits in. And I've added this loop here. And that loop will attach to my backpack strap, so I can, to save room on the inside of my pack, I can just hang this off at the back. But for my cook system, I'm still taking my cold soaking dish, which I'll still do some cold soaking, and I'll still probably, my lunches will be cold soaked, but my dinners is where I want the option to be able to cook. So I got my cold soaking dish, and then the Tokes 650 milliliter titanium pot. I'm taking that. And then the latest lid option I could find is from a Soto cook pot. So this whole cook system here with the stuff sack is I think it's just under 4 ounces. I'll put a link to my lighter pack where I have all the weights listed of everything. And then to go with that, I'm taking the BRS, the tiny BRS stove, and whoop. So this little stove here. And probably what I'll do is on certain sections, I'll carry a fuel canister. On certain sections where I know probably the pack weight's going to be heavier, I probably won't carry it. And also in this stuff sack is my line to hang my food bag when I choose to do so. So that's my cook system. So that's probably one of the bigger changes for me is just cooking dinners. And then for my water storage and filtering. So I'm going with the Platypus water filter. I've been using this for the past year or so. And this works good. I like the cap that's on this. You can put the cap over top of a water bottle and back flush it really easy. So this is the Platypus Quick Draw, I believe is what it's called. So that's my water filter. In my top right shoulder pocket, I carry this soft water bottle, and the top of this, it's big enough where it fits it's one of the hydro packs, so it fits like the Catadin B free filters, but I don't plan on using that filter on this trail. And then I'll be carrying 2 1.5 liter smart water bottles. In my side pockets, I've got I believe it's a 2.5 liter platypus water bag, and then I usually carry a 1 liter pee bottle, so I don't have to get out of my tent at night. So for this trail, I'm opting for a bigger one, 2 liter. So if it becomes necessary, I can also use this to carry water. So I think in total, I probably have more water capacity than what I need. I've got roughly about 8 liter water capacity. I think 6 liters is probably all I'm going to really need. But yeah, that is my cook system, food storage, and water storage. So thanks for checking it out. I hope you all have a great day.